This it's a pretty interesting city. You go around, like every city, every like kind of like this the whole NGO INGO thing, this political stuff to non-political. Like this, I think it is a layered thing. It's an international debate, and it's a bigger thing. But just talking to a surface, and also relating with people, uh, it's a quite fun city. You know, I think uh, also like, and I'll give you a fun city example. During the summertime, you go around a hospital and you look in the backyards of the hospital, you'll find weed growing in there, right? So this culture is very much accustomed to this weed culture, right? So smoking hash and this whole culture is very accustomed to that. And what I feel like is hash was never taken as drugs in this community. You know, you come Sivaratri and you have this whole culture, whole country smoking hash and doing that, and it's not overnight. I think this whole laid back, relaxed nature of Nepalese has a lot to do with this whole thing of it's up mountain, the hash thing is in the culture, like people are smoking, babas are there, this existence and acceptance of, and it's this whole idea has always been there, and so during Sivaratri everybody tries it, so that means everybody knows in the culture how it feels like to be high. Everybody knows, so it's kind of like, even if you don't do it, you don't get high, you at least get high once a year, because it's a religious holiday, you're supposed to do it. So somehow they do it. And I think over the years and generation to generation, and you keep on doing it over life, and I think that nature kind of has seeped into it, into the culture, into the mentality of the people, whether they realize it or not. I think it's there, you know. And I think that is one of the thing, and because hash is so easily grown, like nobody grows it, it just grows. It's a weed, and it just grows here. If you go to Bagmati River, and right next to the Bagmati River, there's a hospital. Behind the hospital, like in between the river and the hospital, there is, like, during the summertime, as if it is a garden of weed.
But why the hospital? It's everywhere. Why do you say the
No,
hospital?
like I say, pretty much, like, and I'm specifically saying hospital is, if you tend to be a hospital, you tend to keep things around a little more clear, and you tend to clear it out. If you're a school, you tend to clear it out. But it's so much to the point that even hospitals don't even care about, like, well, who gives a shit kind of thing. So I think that nature has a lot to do with the nature of Nepalese, has a lot to do with this, like, ass culture.